Happy freaking Thursday, Bestie. It is the third and final part of the questions for you to consider when you are choosing a brokerage live series. If you missed the first two parts, once you finish watching this, you can hop on over to my YouTube and you can find it on that channel. There are little thumbnails that say questions to consider when choosing a brokerage, and that way you can find it pretty easily. I am live here on YouTube as well as TikTok, and if you don't see the comment that we are discussing on the platform you're watching, it's probably on the other platform. So I'm actually going to move this, boom, that way I can read. I had it kind of propped up behind my laptop, but this is probably easier. All right, let's just dive right in. Okay, Bestie, let's dive in. So again, if you missed the first two parts, they are both on my YouTube channel. You are more than welcome to go subscribe so you don't miss any of those videos. And you can follow me here on TikTok as well as on Instagram. I am a realtor here in Albuquerque and would love to help you get your real estate license, buy or sell real estate, or just make your life a little bit brighter. All right, first question of the night. Does your brokerage offer revenue share? If your broker or brokerage does not offer some form of revenue share, it might be a concern for you, as this is an effort to create another stream of income that you can count on when you have a slower market, when you become injured and cannot work, when you become to a point where you would like to retire. Rev share can be a really big impact if done properly, and my brokerage does it pretty well. So if yours does not do it, I would be happy to explain to you how mine does. Second question, are you given the opportunity to earn or buy stock? Is stock awarded to you at any point by your brokerage? If your brokerage is not giving you the opportunity to be a part owner, then is that something that's important to you? A lot of brokerages, especially brick and mortar locations, are typically franchised in the US. Therefore, they have different owners and don't have the ability to give you the same ownership responsibilities and privileges that my brokerage does, but it may not be the best suit for you. So determine whether or not that is important. Ask yourself, is it important for me to have stock in my company? Is it important for me to be a part owner, a shareholder, any of those things? If it is, you need to choose a brokerage that has that as an option. I know my brokerage and their options for stock are pretty expansive, but I'm sure there are other brokerages maybe who maybe can help out. Third question, is your brokerage international? Some brokerages are boasting international capacity. They have offices or agents or brokers in multiple countries, or at least more than one. Our brokerage is in at least 23 countries. I believe it's 24 now, and they are constantly seeking to join forces with other countries to expand our reach. We are also able to reach out to and connect with brokers and agents anywhere in the world from within our brokerage. It's something that's become super handy when you have a client purchasing. Hi, Cece, or yep, Cece. When you have a client considering purchasing a vacation home, a second home, moving in from internationally, those are all things that if your brokerage isn't international, it may be a harder process for you or a lot less likely to happen. Doing good, Cece. How are you? All right, guys, and the final question of the series. Yes, we move really quick with this one because these questions are very impactful and you're going to need some time by yourself to consider how important they are for you when choosing a brokerage. Whether you are brand new at real estate or you're a seasoned pro, if you are choosing to leave your brokerage or join any brokerage at any point, these are some questions you can consider to make the best decision for you and your business. Final question, are you truly excited to tell others about your brokerage? Do you feel like you are part of the next generation of the industry? If you don't feel like you are excited to share your brokerage and the story of your brokerage with other agents, brokers, realtors, whatever, then why not? because in my opinion, I'm ecstatic. I could shout it from the rooftop. I love the brokerage that I'm with. I am constantly being rewarded for my efforts. I am seeing endless supply of resources and education, tools and connections. And I just have not seen a flaw in the system yet, at least not one that applies to me. And I know that my brokerage has flaws and isn't the right fit for everyone, but I know for me, it has become so easy for me to look for the good as they are constantly trying to make it better for their agents. And you will hear EXP agents and brokers constantly saying things like, we are agent centric or agent focused. EXP is seeking every opportunity to make themselves better for their agents because they only do well when their agents are doing well.
I agree. I haven't done much research on any other agents and any other brokerages, and partly because the benefit comes to us being married in EXP. There's a ton of benefits to that, and so when I get my license, I'm transitioning into EXP because it makes sense for us, our business, and our goals. But I see all the time people, you know, posting a house for sale or doing a walkthrough, and it is so scripted. It's the same thing everybody in their brokerage is doing. It's the same
holiday
front
graphic.
door picture. It's the same and nothing against that. No, but I just don't see that in the XP. It's fresh. People have their own lives. People have their own way of doing things. The freedom that comes with the XP to do your own thing and having the brokerage support all that and be able to, you clear it with them, make sure it's, kosher with the company and things like that. But they give you freedom for the most part. And that's what blows my mind about it.
Yeah. I mean, when I was interviewing brokerages, when I first got my license, actually right before I got my license, I interviewed a couple brokerages, and some of what they were offering was that they had pre-made social media content for me. They had marketing ready to go, and I could just slap my name on there and post it, and it would be so good. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. I mean, I like making my own content, so that's cool for other people, but for me, it wasn't a big deal. And then I started to notice, because I do have a lot of friends who are realtors with other brokerages, and I started to notice a lot of every Christmas, the same branded Christmas post. Every 4th of July, the same branded 4th of July post. The same, like he said, the same style video. I mean, the same stock footage of a family buying a home. It's clear that it's not really your clients. It's just a stock video. And if that's your thing, that's your thing. No shame, no harm, no foul. I don't mind. It's just not for me. And I liked that EXP wasn't, hey, here's some content we made for you. It was just, we do our thing, you do your thing. If you want to share our content or you need resources or marketing tips, we have that. And there are at least 3 social media specialists within EXP that I could think of off the top of my head that are phenomenal social media marketers and content creators, and they have the freedom to do that because, like he said, EXP gives you a lot of freedom and a lot of support when you make your own decisions.
Yeah, and like a big thing for that I was going to say about the content creation, things like that. We've received flyers from realtors, and I won't say who or brokerage, but you can tell that it is an assistant that they have in the office that handles everybody's stuff, and they send out mailers because it was a house that was for sale in our neighborhood that we knew about because we look at it and we see stuff for sale all the time.
But that's not always the brokerage, though.
Well, yeah, but it coming down to there's stock things like there's like people having, this is a resource if you need to use this person, and it's non-personal in their brokerage or even to that realtor, but it wasn't the right same house. It was a luxury home in a Rio Rancho, and they're saying that they sold it here, and so to me, it just put me off that whole brokerage, whether it was intentional or not. But if Kymbrye sends out a mailer. It's her photos. It's what she paid for the client to get great photos for that house, and it's her stuff. It's her material. And that is where I think EXP flourishes, is that they teach them to do those things, and they say this is a good idea, and you take it and you run with it.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, if you are choosing a brokerage, like I said, whether you are a new agent or broker, or you are currently with any other brokerage and thinking of leaving, these are some of the questions. If you missed the first 2 live streams, we go over quite a few questions, and they are all really more in depth and focused on making a good decision. Oh, the butt quacks.
Yeah, I just read that.
Somebody on TikTok commented, "Why do ducks have feathers?" To cover their butt quacks. That's a good one.
And then someone said I look like Post Malone. No, I don't. Come on.
I mean, if Post Malone never had tattoos, I guess.
Maybe. Well,
I don't know. But those are some questions that I hope are a little bit more in depth and a little bit more poignant when you are choosing a brokerage, things to consider. And if you haven't already thought of those things, I hope now that you will, because whether or not you love my brokerage or not, it doesn't have to be the best fit for you. But when you are choosing a brokerage, please don't jump hastily from one brokerage to another or join just because it sounds great. Really do your digging and really understand what you're getting into, because choosing a brokerage isn't permanent, but it can make a really big impact on your career, especially if you're brand new and getting started. Every brokerage has different things they offer and different ways that they're special, so choose the one that's right for you as you need to. Love you, bestie. I will see you guys. This is my last weekday live. I'm going to start only going live Monday nights here on YouTube and on TikTok, and eventually Instagram as well when we get that multi-stream figured out. We haven't gotten there yet, but we will one day. So see you again on Monday night, Monday fun day, and it will be a real estate topic. We will be branding our content, guys.
Yep.
Freaking got to. But I love you. You're my bestie for a reason, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday. In the meantime, give me a follow, subscribe to my channel, drop some comments, and share my content with your friends, because I would love to connect with each and every one of you, and that is the best way to help me grow my brand. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. That like CC 11-year-old girl.